Now, take your camera as a director. It controls the mode, the emotion, and the magic. The exposure triangle is a toolkit. The aperture, shutter speed, and the ISO. Master these three things. You are not just capturing stunning photos or images, rather, you are crafting a cinematic story, one frame at a time. The exposure triangle is a fundamental concept of cinematography which control absolutely the exposure, and this entails how the three settings work, which is the aperture, the shutter speed, and the ISO. Now, aperture. Aperture is measured in f-stops, and aperture determines the opening of the lens. The wider opening of the lens brings more light into the camera, and the lesser opening of the lens brings lesser light into the camera, right? Now, how does this affect the exposure of our image or footage? Now, when the lens is open wide, right, there will be more light into the camera. Now, this thing does two effects when obtaining a good and when capturing good images. One is that it brings about bright image, and two is that it causes a shallow depth of field. When there is lesser opening of the camera, it does two things also. One, a darker image, and also make all subjects be in focus. That is how the aperture affects the exposure triangle. The shutter speed also determines the duration light hits the camera sensor, right? Now, the higher the shutter speed, the darker the image becomes, and also reduces motion blur. Now, while the lesser the shutter speed number, the brighter the image, but which can also produce motion blur to your image. ISO solely encompasses of brightness and darkness of your image. The higher the ISO number, the brighter your image. The lower the ISO number, the darker your image. With these three settings working together, you tend to have the exposure triangle, and when you get to master these three settings, you not only be capturing stunning images, but rather crafting cinematic shots and footages frame by frame. Now, with this class, I hope you now know what the exposure triangle entails, and also try practice how to work these three settings together to get stunning images and good video.